I came to help the Chief Minister in getting his sixth term. Navin Babu doesn't need any alliance to win the election. He will win on his own. If you spread rumors about a leader's health or you show the leader in a weak health, then it hits the regional party's prospects. One thing one learns from Mr. Navin Patnaik is that sometimes it's good to be silent. Let your work do the talking. And results are the best way to show to people.
Ms. Pandian, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you, sir. It's always a pleasure. Thank you.
We've been traveling around and talking to voters and talking to young, old, everybody. One of the things that they keep saying that the opposition is attacking the BJD about is about you being Tamil. Generally, the attack on you, how are you handling that?
I think it's a spiritual growth. You prepare for civil services, you undergo some level of spiritual evolution. Perhaps this is one more level of spiritual growth, I would say. Nothing else.
But how are you countering it?
We counter it with facts, sometimes with wit. One thing one learns from Mr. Navin Patnaik is that sometimes it's good to be silent. Let your work do the talking. And results are the best way to show to people who is right and who is wrong in a democratic setup. So sometimes we do respond.
What do you say when you respond?
On these keys, I think I have made it clear that it's completely baseless, and we would only hope that if they have any extra knowledge, they can share it with us. And for 40 years, nobody has opened it. If somebody has any special knowledge about this, say they can always share it.
On the keys.
Yeah, on the keys.
But they do say that there was a inquiry commission that was set up, and that report has not been made public.
So that is what is pending before the High Court. That went to the High Court. So the High Court had given an interim order saying that the temple administration can open the Ratna Bhandar as per the time fixed by the temple administration. The temple administration has fixed opening of the Ratna Bhandar during the Rath Yatra time, because Lord Jagannath is a living God and there are so many rituals involved on a daily basis. Every hour you have different kinds of rituals. So when Rath Yatra happens, the Lord is outside. So they can open it. It is inside the sanctum sanctorum. So it's not that somebody can go with a key and open it and come out. First you have this huge compound wall, the Meghanath Pacheri, then you go inside, and then you have 2-3 layers. After that is the, it's like, it's very difficult for someone to go and open it or something, as being made out by the BJP.
Mr. Pandian, the BJD holds a fairly significant lead in the Lok Sabha currently and a phenomenal lead in the Vidhan Sabha. I would like to understand, why is it that people like Mr. Mehtab, Pinaki Mishra not standing, Jai Panda, why is there, if the government is so strong, normally people, rats leave a sinking ship. Why are these people leaving? I mean, and I don't think you got too many imports from the BJP. Perhaps you don't want them, but that's another matter. But how come senior people who've been 5 and 6 times MPs with you are leaving you?
Perhaps they have anti-incumbency and Navin Babu will not be giving them tickets, except of course for Mr. Pinaki Mishra, who volunteered not to contest this time. And if I may put it on record, 2014, Mr. Batari Mata was the last person to get ticket. 2014. 2019 also, he was the last person to get ticket in Lok Sabha, because there were anti-incumbencies. He was in his 6th term.
So personal anti-incumbency.
So in 4th term onwards, it was the goodwill of Chief Minister towards him that he gave the ticket, because the MLAs had come and complained that he is pulling our votes down. He is inaccessible, but still CM went ahead. Margins kept on coming down. So this time perhaps you would have thought that he may not be getting an electoral benefit from BJD. So for electoral prospects he has left. And as regards Mr. Jayapanda, I think CM took action on him because he was spreading rumors about CM's health from 2014-15 onwards. And many union ministers, I have been a witness, will come and ask Navin Babu that, are you okay, like that, with genuine concern. I'm fine. Oh, Jay told that you are unwell. So it went on for some time, and then one of Chief Minister's schoolmate, who used to be a important leader in Congress, he one day called and told the CM that, if you are going to London, why don't you take my help? CM asked why I am going to London. I went once and there was a coup attempted on me, so now I am not going. No, Jay told that you are going for some serious surgery or something. Then he realized that there is something seriously wrong. For a regional party, in addition to whatever great work you will have, the leader's health is an asset. If you spread rumors about a leader's health, or you show the leader in a weak health, then it hits the regional party's prospects. So that is what he was trying to do.
You just spoke about margins. Now, 5 of the seats that you hold in the Lok Sabha have very narrow margins, right?
It is the same with BJP as well.
Yes. That is true.
Yeah. Out of the 8 they won, I think 5 seats they won with less than 20,000 margin.
You are facing the anti-incumbency. BJP gained those seats last time.
Absolutely.
They came up. So you are facing the anti-incumbency, and in the Lok Sabha you got less votes than you did in the assembly. So that pattern could repeat it.
There is a degree of split voting which was witnessed during 2019, because generally Biju Janata Dal had never focused on Lok Sabha. It always thought that if you are doing well in assembly, you will do well in Lok Sabha. This is the first time this kind of a split vote happened. So this time the party is very serious and conscious about going ahead for double Shanko, they call Jodi Shanko, 2 Shankos. There is a conscious effort towards that.
Some people that we talk to a lot of the electorate, they're saying 24 years, 25, we need a change. Just that feeling of a change. How are you handling that?
I would say that our surveys are showing that we have a little bit of a pro-incumbency only, even after 24 years. And we should be getting a better result than last time in assembly. And I have openly said that Navin Babu will get 3/4 majority, more than 3/4 majority. Whatever work he has done in the last 5 years has been phenomenal, whether it is the Sri Mandir Parikrama or Ma Samalai temple work, or the thousands of temples he has restored in this term, along with hundreds of mosques, hundreds of churches, tribal places of worship. They have a specific place of worship called Jahira, Pujastali, Devastali. All those he has restored. This term he has given for little bit of spiritual governance, in addition to getting investments and making Odisha the second largest manufacturing investment destination in the country, reducing poverty in a faster pace compared to all other states put together, and making a revenue surplus budget, the number 1 state in revenue surplus budget. And skills, we are the best in the country right now. In the skills awards, I think we led all other states by a huge margin. So you see the ecosystem. Skills, we are doing very well. We are a revenue surplus state. Our investment, manufacturing investment, we are number 2 in the country. We are getting big footprints in IT sector, not that in consonance with a city which has 1 million population. Like that, all the major factors, per capita debt, we have the lowest in the country. Capital investment, the highest in the country, vis-a-vis the GSDP. So all these factors you see, the state has actually taken off. You take economic factors, you take socio-economic indicators, financial indicators. COVID, we were one of the best states in managing COVID in the country. We had one of the lowest fatality rates. BJP may blame us that, oh, your health infrastructure is not good, but we did the best in the country in COVID management. 17 states got oxygen from Odisha. Every day, thousands of people were saved because of Odisha. And how it happened? Because Navin Babu increased the steel production from 2 million ton to 30 million tons, 15 times increase. So you have such huge production of oxygen which is used in steel. Thanks to that, lakhs of people were saved throughout the country. I remember chief ministers calling Navin Babu and asking for oxygen, pleading for oxygen, sending tankers by aircrafts and taking. So that is the kind of new Odisha people have witnessed, and this last 5 years has been phenomenal. He introduced a health scheme which is outstanding, assurance based. 90% of the population is covered in that. There would be people, because BJP gets about 30% votes. Out of that, at least 20% will be those hardcore people who will always oppose and who will always talk against the government. That's part of democracy. But our surveys, our reports are showing that we are sweeping the elections in assembly.
You're talking about how the state has progressed and the development, but why is there still so much of migration? Why do people, young people, say there is no work here? And you see all over the country, the Odia young people are going out and working there, whether in restaurants or in factories or whatever. So if there is all this that you're talking about, why is there still so much migration? And, you know, when we talk to the young voters, they say, oh, we are happy with the government because, you know, this scheme is giving us so much subsidy and we are getting free this and free that. But that also betrays a lack of ambition and aspiration within your own setting, because there are no jobs and there is no way to go ahead.
So you may please check two datas. Number one is the unemployment data, which is published monthly by Government of India. Odisha has the lowest unemployment rate. It's not published by us. It's published by Government of India. Number two, the rate of migration which used to happen from Odisha has come down drastically. In fact, distress migration has almost become zero, except in very few pockets. The rate of migration, you compare it vis-a-vis West Bengal, Bihar, Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, it has come down drastically. You have to talk in relative terms because we had a very bad legacy of migration. We are improving, and the rate of improvement vis-a-vis you see in other equally placed states, we are doing much better.
You know, I was born in Surat and I go there.
Absolutely.
And it's 5 to 7 lakh Odias in Surat. Now the question is, you talk of steel production increasing, that's the new Tata plant, I assume. But you know, they provide so few jobs, these big things, they don't provide jobs. So there are, how are you encouraging people who provide jobs to semi-skilled people, people who have education with 12 standards, etc.? What kind of incentives are we giving for those industries which are job providing industries?
So what we have done, we are consciously shifted our policy from mineral based industries to non-mineral based industries, and we are promoting service sector and new world economy. You take green ammonia, we are getting the biggest green ammonia investment here. Solar, we are getting some of the biggest investments in solar energy.
The jobs.
I'm coming to that. Textiles is one of the biggest provider of jobs. Welspun, after Gujarat, they are putting up their biggest plant here. In addition to Welspun, I think there is a Sri Lanka-based company, I'm forgetting the name. There are at least 5-6 major world leaders who have come here. All of them are coming here because of the progressive policy we have, which promises a certain level of capital investment subsidy. Many states are providing capital investment subsidy, but they won't be able to honor it. Madhya Pradesh is providing, Uttar Pradesh is providing, Telangana is providing, but people have attraction towards Odisha because of two reasons. One is the political stability. The next one is financial stability. If we say that we will be able to cross-subsidize 30% of your capital investment, Odisha would be able to do it. Others will not be able to do it because most of them are bankrupt. They don't have the window to get loans.
How many rallies have you done today?
Today I have done 7.
7, oh my.
So far I have done 117 out of 147. And Honorable Chief Minister also has done 50, 60, 70.
With all this attack against you, but you're campaigning so much, but you're not actually standing yourself. So how do you
So I
explain that?
I came to help the Chief Minister in getting his 6th term. If I could be of any use to him. That was my objective in coming into the electoral process for the political party. And I had made it clear when I joined only that this election I am not going to contest and I am going to help the Chief Minister. And more than a professional relationship, I have an emotional relationship with him. If my father or grandfather is doing so much of hard work for a state, for its people at this age, I would have definitely done what I am doing for Navin Babu.
no personal ambition that you want to be Chief Minister yourself that people talk about?
That is a political narrative the opposition is trying to push. My humble suggestion would be, our request would be that we have a chief minister face, and you say that he has anti-incumbency, 24 years. You show your CM face. Let's talk about Navin Babu after some time. First, this election is Navin Babu versus somebody. Who is that somebody? You tell us. They are just putting a political narrative linking me. I have made it very clear that this election I am not contesting, I am helping Navin Babu. After the elections, whatever Navin Babu decides is my future.
Again, Mr. Pandian, you said this election twice.
Absolutely.
So you're not ruling out after this election.
See, let's all live in the present. That's good. Now, no
But
stress.
future planning also helps.
One doesn't need to be always futuristic in process. Sometimes you surrender to the Lord Jagannath and he does what he wants you to do. I never thought I'll be in politics 1 year back. Never ever thought. My friends will joke and laugh if my batchmates know that I left IAS and I'm in a political. Nobody ever thought. It happened by an accident. I went around in the districts, met people, realized that there is a strong connect, and bureaucracy should not be stopping me from connecting with people. Run that extra mile.
Yeah, so are you in politics now?
If you think in the strict terms of politics, I've entered politics, but by heart, I am not in politics. I am doing, like in IAS also, you get a chance to serve people. That is the same attitude with which I approach. If one thing I have learned from Navin Babu is that he is not a politician. He remained as what he was that from the day he joined, and he kept service above politics.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.